I did not send out too many, or did I send out any notification at all?
I don't think so.
But because tonight is gonna be short and spicy. Yeah, it is so funny that I'm even here tonight because I almost did not come. Why my face looks so light?
No winter. We have water the other day.
My face look kind of light.
Winter time going on everything. And then the light. And the light. I bet you wrong here something.
Don't turn that on.
That's reflecting.
You reflect too much. Hold on, where's the other phone? I like to see how it showing. I like to see how it looks.
See my phone.
I like to see how it looks. Yeah, but why not show me here, so? Okay. Alright, so as I said, tonight's going to be very short because I didn't even intend on coming live tonight. But as I say, the words for this year includes consistence. It includes devotion, being devoted to things. It includes being focused. And if we're only going to operate when things are going well, we will not be operating for half the time. Because as my daddy used to say, it's either in a problem, coming out of one problem, or going into a problem. So problem, and him say, problem is the evidence of life. Right? So I was just speaking to a friend of mine, and as me say, the fact that if problem is the evidence of life, it means I'm very alive.
True.
It means I'm very alive because the problems them come. But one thing I don't say, and I don't encourage others to say is everything we do with upon lad, they strongy. I did not call him name over here, so I am teaching, I've never liked it. That's not a very new thing for me. I've never liked that saying, the strong. No. Because the God of me serve, stronger. Right? So I don't say that. But the truth is, we are flawed by flesh. And because we're human beings, things will affect us. And sometimes it causes a shift in the mood and everything. And by the way, for me, I just said to my friend, I just said I'm going to stop using that little word there, but for me lick this, I'm a lick that, and I want people to hold me accountable, please. We're not talking about liquor nothing around here. We're a big deal. We are a big deal. You right there, so you a big deal. It's if you stand up, sit down right there, so with my number 5, with my 5 people them right there, so we're a big deal. Big deal things. But I was just talking, and I was just, we're just talking about holding, having an accountability partner, because one thing, the reason why we not in our usual settings, which I don't want to sit down all the time and talk. Sometimes I just want to read the quick and fast right here, so, right? It's because we're in the kitchen. Well, honestly, hubby is in the kitchen tonight, and normally him join me, right? So I decided to just take it around here. As I said, I'm not going to make it be drawn out, because the truth is, how I plan to do these lives each week is I want to do it based on how I am led. Right? And tonight I am led to speaking about hope and perspective. And that just came from experiences I've had in the past couple of days. And something important which I'm gonna talk about, if Cavell is on the live, because she was gonna log in. She said something that I'm gonna use because it ties directly into the topic tonight, and that is, it has to do with perspective. So for the topic, hope is because it's when you have hope, it helps with mental, it helps with your mental health, right? And the reason why I said that is because I was in the middle of waiting on something, we've been working on something. And while that was in the pipeline, I was so hopeful, I was optimistic because I had something to look forward to, right? And even though it did not work out how we wanted it to, this is where perspective comes in now. It did not work out how we wanted it to. However, the perspective part come in to say the role that it played in my life or in our lives was to keep us sane. Because when it was in the pipeline, we were very hopeful, and because of that, we were sane. We weren't stressing about that particular situation, right? So instead of looking at all the negative things that we could possibly look at in the situation, I chose to find, even if it's the one positive, and stay focused on that, right? And tonight I want to charge somebody to find the good in every situation. I'm going to tell you how I'm going to talk about find the good. When I'm telling you to find the good, I'm talking about find the good like Cavell situation. You know Cavell telling me just now? She loves to go out in the rain and the hard weather. You know why? Because when she go out those times, when it rainy and wetty, the office is them empty, so she get through faster. I said, look at you. I said, that is the spirit.
And that fit perfectly for you too.
That is how you find a positive in a quote-unquote negative, because anything what God produces can have negativity in it. God produces the rain. He produces the cold. And I learned that when it's extremely cold, it helps to keeping bacteria down. So there's a positive for you, right? So in everything you do, you try to find the positive. If you make it too hot, you're not too hot because you can go out, you can go wear your little speculative strap, you can go on the beach and you can do stuff. So tonight is really about hope and perspective, because in my life, especially recently, they have tied in so perfectly with each other. And when you find the positive in everything, you have an easier life to live. You have an easier life to live, right? God bless my sister. Thank you. I saw that you said good night. Good night to you, Sissy Pooh. Miss you. Yeah. So that is what I really wanted to touch on. That was not what I intended to speak about, But based on the situations and based on just what happened, I'm like, I really want to touch on hope, because I remember the last time when back home when something happened. I don't want to talk about it outright. And I said, see, same situation, and I said, you know what? No matter what did happen, the fact that he came to us at the point that he did back home, it gave us hope.
Yeah.
Then it ring a bell for me at that, because shortly after that we got through to come to Canada.
Yeah.
But at the point in time when we were waiting on Canada, that situation gave us hope, and it's the same perspective. So I've had this perspective for a while. I had a eureka moment, and it brought me to that understanding that sometimes things might not work out. Well, sometimes it might not work out how you wanted it to, but that does not mean that it did not work out, because it played a role in your life.
And just like how you didn't, how the person, they bring the person in the situation for that work out.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. Everything ties into. We don't want to talk not too much. I don't like to keep people. I like to be very transparent, but of course, that we're not gonna share every single thing. Some things are private. Some things there are reasons why we can't share it outright. But trust and believe, we will share, because we have stories to tell. We have books to write. we're gonna tell stories, we're gonna talk the things them in a man. You understand? We're gonna talk the things them. Just stick around when we give you the story time, because until naturally certain things are completed, we won't be able to speak freely about
until
them.
the point that the timing, they're not gonna be able to can fit
all the things together and say, oh, that's what they were
yeah.
talking about, and stuff like that.
Put it together eventually.
Exactly. So we can't talk about everything outright right now, but more on to the members say to be hopeful. Yeah. And everything is just finding the positive in even a negative situation. But Theodore, I tell you what I really want to talk about tonight. I didn't want to talk about gender roles. But I don't want to mix up too much things, I wanted to actually speak about gender roles, like how important or not important that is in a situation. Because I'm very old fashioned. I believe in gender roles. I believe that we all can do everything, but I do believe that some things are exclusively, or maybe not exclusively, but I think that some things must be the majority of a specific role. Because you have to try and be very diplomatic and very diplomatic in these times. But I do believe in gender roles. That's what my original topic was going to be, but I wanted to touch on the whole hope and being hopeful and perspective. And you know what? I can't wait to really share with the people that I want to share with them, because sometimes people hear talk, they think say some little things they talk about, Sometimes people hear talk and them think say, why Zina she can go and talk, because Zina like she have everything sorted out. Zina did this, Zina have that, Zina whatever. Zina always like to she have everything sorted out. And that's the misconception. And that is what I don't like share information with people halfway. Hi Cavell. I just don't talk about you, I just tell them about when you talk about rainy. When it rains, they like to go out because less people. And I was talking about that's a good spin on it. That is how you pick out positive out of negative, right? So we're talking about perspective, and I just shared your analogy on when it rains, right? So yeah, girl. Listen now, we're talking about finding the positive. I Cavell said. Cavell said, I like go when it wet, when it rain, because the office them empty me get through faster. I wish I knew that one long time, because Theodore can tell you,
Jesus.
I don't like to be out when it rains. I love when it rains when I'm inside. I love when it rains in the night, but it must sunshine and beautiful when I get out. But I love the snow. Yeah, love the snow. I find it so beautiful. And when it snows, it reminds me of Christmas, even though it snows all the way to April. It can snow up to April, isn't it?
April? Yeah, depending on how about it.
March, whatever. Don't quote me, because I'm still very new to the people in the country, alright? But bottom line is, yeah. So I was speaking about
You're going to gender role?
Lord gosh, me all over the place, see? Because initially that's not what I wanted to speak about,
Speak to where you come.
Yes, sir?
No, you say you're not going to embark on the whole.
Or gender role?
No, but you start off with first.
Oh, but the truth is, I said I wasn't gonna be long either, right? Because everything kind of shifted when I got some news. But as I said, I pushed through. Oh, I was saying to them, I don't want people to think that because I'm talking, everything sort out for me. So when that's why I really can't wait for be able to tell the story. Them like really and truly tell you guys the stuff that we've gone through. Tell you guys the stuff that we have had to overcome. Tell you guys some things that we were going through while smiling. Because I remember my dad used to always tell me, all right, let's say you have a situation and it takes 5 months. We put that 5 months. It takes 5 months for you to get a solution to the problem. Whether you knew or whether you know that you're going to solve the problem or not. Right? The 5 months will still pass.
Yeah.
If you did miserable for the 5 months, then it'll pass. If you were completely depressed for the 5 months, it'll pass. If you choose to be happy and positive, during that 5 months, it's gonna pass. So no matter what, it's gonna pass, and the result is gonna be what the result is gonna be. So you should choose how you want to operate through the process. Because sometimes what we don't realize, well, not most of the times, the lesson is in the process somewhere. And when I speak about things, I am not speaking because, yeah, I just want to talk about, I'm speaking from a place of experience, which is usually the best place to speak from. And I had to go through that time in my life where I had to realize that Zena, trust the process. When I tell you, when I heard the news today, it was something that I could have chosen to make it completely spoil my day. And this is not a spoil day situation. This is a spoil your life, spoil your month, spoil the year. And the year just starting. So if it go spoil the year, there's a whole heap of spoiling that. Because remember, so we're not in a September, we're not in a August, we're not January. So if I chose to allow that to spoil my year, it would have spoiled for 12 months. Craziness. I will no longer allow things to do that to me. Also, for me, what do you want? Oh, I didn't give you the orange juice? I'm sorry.
The thing, processes is a thing probably you should have on medicine.
Right? So, for me, sorry about that. As we say, we're talking about today, me and Kavel, when we say, there's no time that you can't be a parent. You have, especially mommy. I'm not gonna say that. And when I say those things, remember, I think I'm qualified to speak in that arena. I don't mean to sound biased, but remember, I was raised by a single dad. So when I speak about especially mothers, it's not that I'm taking away from that because I'm a good daddy's girl and I was raised by a single dad. Okay, so I'm not taking away from the fathers, but I'm just saying, most of the time, as them say, when daddy can't say maybe, mommy have to say it's my baby, because mommy have the evidence right here in the tummy.
So why daddy?
No, when they can't say maybe, because at the end of the day, all if you know say your wife loyal and faithful. Excuse me. When you know say your wife loyal and faithful, the truth is you cannot 100% sure of something until you're 100% sure of it.
Yeah, so therefore.
Yeah, so I'm saying, but so till we bring the baby in the tummy, sorry, we are sure that it's our baby. But you don't bring the baby in your tummy, so even though you trust your wife or your whoever it is, I still maybe, but mommy have to say it's my baby. Right? So I was just telling me, Kabel was just talking and saying that there's not a time period in time that we can't be
24.
mommy.
24.
Right? Because I see that I'm on live and she still come because I can't put it on pause, right? I have to be mommy all day long. But I digressed. Yeah, I was just saying that I want people, I can't wait for telling the real things them. To make them know, say, boy, Zena was going through that. Theodore and Zena went through that. That was their reality. Those were the things that they were challenged with. Those were the things that they had to battle. I can't wait to really be able to freely speak. And as I said, when I got the news, I could have chosen the pathway of this, that, and Ray, and why this, why that, whatever. And the truth is, since I decided to have that outlook, and I said, God, you tell me, sir, you're going to take care of me now. And you tell me that you'll not take me anywhere and leave me. You understand? So I said, this is a case, yeah? I'm going to get the case, I'm going to take the pillow. Because this one is bigger than me. Right? This one is bigger than me. So I'm going to give you the case and I'm going to take the pillow. Because I'm going to go sleep tonight. And tonight I'm going to sleep like a baby. I'm not make nothing stress me looking at the positive. But anyways, hubby decided that he's going to cook tonight because I have some things to take care of tomorrow. So I'm going to keep his company. I'm going to go wash up and thing. You know, I said I didn't want to be long tonight because, you know, things kind of changed, and I'm just going to the flow because I decided that I'm going to go live every Friday, and as a way of holding myself accountable, may I show up even if I wasn't in the mood, even if things change, him Soccerville, straight positive focus, absolutely. And holding ourselves accountable, right? Because even you are telling them, I say, boy, Kaveh, I don't feel that I don't go lifetime because this, because that. Because you know, we have a lot dealing with, which we always have a lot dealing with. My daddy says stress and problems is the evidence of life. So we're very alive right now. And, you know, I chose not to allow it to break my mood. So I'm here, and let me tell you something about having a circle. I always have in my village. Boy, I'm wishing I could have smell the food. Didn't I smell nice here? That's a good thing. When I teach man for cooking, I have to teach man them for cooking and make them can come do some things. Why? Why? Is what is wrong, sir? But anyways. Anyways. Yeah, right? When you decide not to allow things to break, break your mood, and decide to stay focused, yeah, because as I say, if you're stressed about it, the result will be the result. If you choose to be positive and have a clear mind and be sane, the result will be the results. So instead of look back and say, Jesus, look how I stressed out myself for 6 months. 6 months of my life, I just dash down the drain. So, yeah, and look at it work out in my favor. Look at it work out in my favor. Look how God just show off in my life just now. Look how God just said, look at my picnic shirt. Eh? Look how God say, I'm my only one here. Look how God say, I'm going to show you miracles. Look how God say, I'm going to put you with your destiny helper them. Today when I got that news, and this has been my prayer from last year, I said it before, God, please align me with my destiny helpers. Because it's a whole different story from a whole different time. When I talk about, I've always been a person who support, especially women. I'm a woman's woman. Everybody who know me always hear me say that. I'm a woman's woman. I love to support women because we are too catty against each other. But when I tell you that coming into a new country when you don't know nobody and you don't have no support, it's very hard. So trying to align yourself with the right people is very important to me. I always pray for God to align me with my destiny helpers. And I love friend and company. And it's a prayer that I pray over my kids' lives for them to meet the right people. Because I don't like when people pretend as if the people that you meet, the people that you choose to procreate with, the people that you choose to live the rest of your life and spend the rest of your life with, they are more important sometimes than even education. Let me tell you why. Don't quote me on this. Education is very important. I'm not going to play about education, but let me tell you why. You can be a brilliant lawyer, doctor, whatever, and the wrong man or the wrong friend bring you down to nothing. Bring you down to nothing. So let me say it's not more important, but it is almost just as important. The people you surround yourself with. You can go to school, go have the biggest degree, go do the biggest that, and you end up in the wrong circle. You end up at prison, you end up dead before time, you end up go through certain things. So people who you surround yourself with, I've always taken that seriously. I take it personally. From me I go high school, may I tell you, that before that, but in high school, when I'm much more cognizant of who I am and who I want to be, I'm telling you, people can tell you, me cut off people like it's no joke. Because if you do not align with where I want to go or who I want to be, more importantly, who I want to be, because who you are will determine where you go. So if you're not aligned with who I am and who I want to be, and as I always say, I'm always becoming, because I'm always becoming a better version of myself. I am always becoming a better mom. I want, definitely, the people you surround yourself with determine the life you live. Because you can run the ranks of people in one car drive go down the road. Police pull you over, find this, find that, everybody gone to jail, your life mash up. So no matter how bright it is, if you are the best surgeon, if you get locked up in a prison, you can't surgeon pan nobody. Right? So you have to surround yourself with the right people. And I always pray that prayer over my kids' lives. Always. God, teach them to have a spirit of discernment, to know who is who, and to know some when somebody come, you can just sight them. Anybody me meet. If my spirit first don't take on to you, it never work. Because we are not only made up of flesh, we are made up of the spirit. We have a spirit that lives within us. So even though Jamaicans just say just so, with spirit tech, sometimes they don't know how powerful that is, and they don't know how important it is, and how real it is. And something your spirit I take for true. Your spirit, because remember, say not just flesh make way up, Something is keeping the flesh upright. Something is keeping the flesh moving. Something is inside of the flesh. Because that is why when you pass on, and the spirit leaves the body, or whatever you believe in, the body don't move without something after make the body move, something after fuel the body. So when you come across some people and you just have an uneasy feeling, it's your spirit, that is your discernment, that what God gave you. When you talk about intuition, that is God's way of protecting you. Sometimes you're just uneasy around the person. Me have to take you, my spirit have to take you first. That more important than any accolades. That more important than any title you hold. My husband can tell you, I don't care who you is. I doesn't care who you is. If my spirit don't take you, I don't want to be around you. So my prayer, since I came into Canada, has been for God to align me with my destiny helpers. And not just that, but I want God to strategically remove persons who do not belong with me on my journey. And God has always showed off. Me tell people all the time, me is one of God's favorite pickaninnies.
Not you alone, both of us.
All of us. Yeah, God loves us. God did spend an extra day for me and my family. All my loved ones. I always tell my husband, God have 3 hands. Because if God not have 3 hands, something wrong. Because the hand God have for my family, him not look it up none at all. And I know that he's busy helping other people. So you see the 3rd hand we have, I saw it there for my crown. God has always showed off in my life. And I can't wait to give you testimonies with direct examples of what I'm talking about. Because there are so many people who are misguided and unhappy because they look on people and say, geez, Zena life look nice, see? Why I wish I did this? And then I know Zena got through. Then don't even know the half of it. And that's because many of us come out here and we only talk about the good time and put out good story like, say, miss you, my honey, miss you, sissy. Yeah, a lot of the times them only come out and talk about the good time them, and they make a lot of young people suffer because they're looking up to you, and you're not showing them that you have bad days. You're not showing them that you have lonely days. You're not showing them that you have days where you don't know what you're going to do. You're not showing them that you have days that you're not sure. You understand? Because honestly, if I did not take on that journey that I did, I don't know how today would have affected me. I don't know how today would have affected me. And the funny thing is, today is not the only jarring news that I heard. Last week I heard a news that I could have internalized it. It could have affected my mental health negatively. But I know that those are not the 2 first issues I've ever had in my life. And today I stand before you as a testament of what I've gone through and what God took me through. So I look back at me and say, Zena, if God take you through them something there, oh you stand up and do that? Oh, you really? I was sit down and afraid. That you jump up in God's face if you do that. Because you know that God take you out of some things. You understand? You're looking at the same girl who graduated college as a mother. Yeah? You're looking at the girl from them time there. People expected me to be left by the wayside because I had my first beautiful blessing while I was in college. As a 18-year-old, 19-year-old mother. And them say, eat that, life done, this, that, and God say, lie, tell, and hold on for me. And God not only made me graduate, but He make sure I graduate in a style. He make sure I graduate as the top performer for my class. He make sure I graduate in the top 10 for all of my CAPE subjects them, and my A-level subjects them. So He didn't just hold on to me. He show off in my life. With my first blessing when I get. And Him say, when them say, oh, watch her, Lord, life done, get pregnant, life mash up, now this, that. I finished, I persevered. As a young girl not knowing anything about life, as a young girl not knowing what to do, as a young girl, me not know nothing about life. And if God took me out of those situations and turned them around for my good, because I'm saying now, what the enemy think is for your bad, God will turn it around for your good. Remember, say Him same one said, God prepared a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Remember, say Him said that too, you know. Sorry about that. Remember, say God said that too, you know. Right? So if God said all of them something there, oh, me fear fret no. Them something here a walk in the park. Them things there are baby things compared to what God did in my and my extended family's lives, right? So me can't, me never fret anymore. You have to come good for shape me now. You have to come good for shape me. Don't get me wrong, you know, I don't want nobody feel like, oh, something I gotta deal with everything. No, I have to take a minute to process. I'm a processor. I have to take a minute to process and analyze and say, okay, this is the situation right here. These are the pros, these are the cons. Whether I focus on the pros or the cons, the results will be the results. What am I going to choose to do? I choose peace, I choose my sanity, I choose to be happy, and I choose to trust God. And as Daddy used to say, life is 99% how you react to the things that happen to you. So it's 1% what happens to you, and it is 99% how you choose to react. So I have to tap back into those things and say, all right, this happened. I'm going to stress out. I'm going to lose, I'm going to give up. Even tonight, I'm going to come on my live, right? What is that going to help? Is that going to help the situation? Huh? Is that going to help the situation? Or is that going to now add to your problems? Because I am busy trying to build something, build a platform. If now I stop investing time and effort and dedication, if I stop investing those things now, how is that going to solve my problem? Isn't that going to create another problem for me? Because now I've stopped investing in something that I know that can be fruitful. So I decided brush off that leg of my shirt. And at the end of the day, I am in a better position than some. You understand? And when I say that, I mean that humbly. I don't mean that as anything like I'm better than anybody. But what I mean is my circumstances are still not the worst then. Let me not even compare it to others. But my circumstances are not the worst. Right? I have so much things to give God thanks for. So I said, I'm not going to let that affect my mood. I processed it. I found the good, even for one good, I found it. And I'm holding on to that good with dear life. Holding on to it. And, you know, I'm a person, as I tell you, I always try to not only find the good, but I like to speak about it. I like to embrace it. And another good that happened, because I've been praying to God for my destiny helpers, because I've helped people too. And sometimes you always feel like, most of us always feel like we're the persons who people can always call on, but where are the persons that I can call on? You know, so when God put people in my life that I think align with what I'm about and where I want to go, I also am very grateful for that. People who know me know say, I love to tell people how much I love and appreciate them. And I don't wait on special moments. Randomly, me just send a text message to people or a WhatsApp and say, I appreciate you. I remember what you did. Yeah, I love you. I remember you. Randomly, me don't wait on a special day for them things there. Because I always tell people, don't scatter roses when I'm gone. This is another topic for another day. But that's why I don't want a funeral. Because I'm not going to come ball and ball over me and depend, whoa, and I come buy flowers and reach when you could buy me the flowers and reach when me alive. Give me my funeral money now and I'm going to invest it in my property. May I beg all of the people that put on my funeral money if you give me it now. Because I don't want a funeral. So you can beg on my funeral money now, please. I'm going to invest it in my property. Put up my down payment, you know, deposit hard to find in Canada, yeah? May I beg on my funeral money. Let me go invest it. Eh? What you say about that? Yeah, that's why I don't want no funeral. I don't want nobody come ball over me, but Lord Jesus, I'm going to miss Vina. Oh, you watch Kabel shit. You know me foolish, you see. Eh? What do you ball about Vina? I don't want a funeral for you to come ball for me. Give me my money now. I'm going to send a notification, you know. I'm going to send a notification, yeah? Give me the little one when we go invest in our property road, so round this and down this, so. Yeah? But yeah. But guys, as I say, you know, me already me talking out, you know. Me I get me talking out now. Me alright with a body bag and a deep hole. Cavell, but hey, Mr. Cavell, but higher than you. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Tired of Cavell. I see me, sir. Listen, I'm serious about it. I'm very serious about it. When nobody come a ball over my body, worse I can't get up and give them a hot ears. So when I come a ball over my phone, you never call me. When you did not call me. Eh? I have my phone all year round and it never ring. Eh? But no one come ball and not give me a bossy funeral. No, allow people to live in luxury while they're alive. Eh? Someone will never drive in a Cadillac yet. An Escalade. Oh, this is Escalade. Eh? Never driving a Escalade yet. When we're alive, but you know I'm gonna put you in Escalade when we're dead. I beg you give me my Escalade money now. Huh? Yeah, I beg you my funeral money now there. But that is true. We have to show people love when they're alive. Give each other our roses. Give our flowers. I love the little era there, see? Giving the flowers era, I really like it. Because, you know, it make a lot of people really, even men, especially men, I like that we're encouraging men to receive good things too, and stuff like that. But, yeah, man, let us tap into each other. You know, hey, my community, melanated people, don't you see what's happening around us? If we come together, we accomplish more. When I see where I go around with, eh? For those persons who are in, especially Canada, because Canada is a multicultural country, right? It's very diverse. And even though we come from Jamaica, where it's out of many one people, it's more of the people in Canada, right? And I'm telling you, people stick together. Are we alone, melanated, beautiful people? Are we alone not do it? And I'm so tired of hearing so many of us saying the same thing and it's still not happening. So why everybody me meet tell me the same thing, so they want to help each other. And we need to stick together. But it's not happening. If we have so much of we believe in the same thing, why not happen? I don't understand that.
We are fraud.
We are fraud. We are hypocrite, of course. We just love to talk.
Exactly.
How many? I can't wait for more people call me out on it. Because more people tell me, anybody that in my life, they can tell you, them not care me I go through. I'm the one. When me go call, me go reach out, me go send a message. And mind you, I'm only going to do it so much, and because sometimes, as I say, I can't help people who don't want to help themselves, you know. But that's a different story for a different time. But what I'm saying is, if so many black people are saying, why we can't stick together. Why is it not happening? Because every black person we meet tell me the same thing. We need to stick together. So why we not do it? What's stopping? What's stopping us? If so many of us are saying the same things, why isn't it happening? Yeah? Some hypocrisy are going somewhere. So when me find good people and meet good people, I hold on to them. I hold on to them. Right? Because I always tell you, for me in my life is quality. I don't have quantity, but it's a quality for me. I don't have quantity, but it's a quality for me. Yeah. And big up Kavel and big up Pat today, because today I was able to bounce my thoughts and just process, stuff that I've been through for this week, because both news came in the week, within a week of each, within the same week, right? And when you have people who can cheer you up and make you see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you have some people, I'm telling you something, that the next thing you have to hear from certain people, because you call some people and they bring you, Lord God, no girl, we not lie, but they're afraid right here now. I can't believe said this, I can't believe said that. No, sir. Whatever, you have to be careful of the people you surround yourself with. Because sometimes you're going through some things, you don't want another person to add negativity to it. You want, when you call your friends and your loved ones and you are talking to them about the negativity, them say, Zena, but my area, your feelings are valid and you have some valid points. However, what about that perspective? And one thing I can always tell people, you say, Pat, I was telling Kavel that Pat is so soft-spoken. Pat is so soft-spoken. But Pat, have a look away to tell you some things that make you see that. Like Pat will say, yes, Zena. Yes, Zena. It's true, it's true. But Zena, hold on. You ever think that Kavel, here Kavel says someone wants soft spoken thing. I told me I try to work on this. Well, I'm always a vibrant personality. But Pat is always like, Zena, Yeah. But Zena, did you think about that's a possibility, and that sometimes Zena, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Hey, I love Pat, Listen, I love Pat. And Kavel and Pat have similar personality, but Pat is much more soft spoken with it. Pat when me I did Pat will be yes, and then this. So when I called Pat and I called Kavel, they both were able to find positive things to pour into me. You know, good that made me feel, because if they call some people, them tell, oh, girl, that happened, but that fret. Yeah, girl, that's true. You have to stress out if you worry about it for true, if you fret about it. But when I called them today, they were able to fuel good thoughts. Big up Pat, the calm. It's true. It's true. Kavel, when we Pat is, yeah, but and it's true, But this and but that, me say, yeah, man. So I'm so appreciative for that, because I was really trying to stay encouraged. I was really trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Even when you're in the middle of the tunnel and it's just dark, when you look back at darkness, when you look ahead at darkness, I was just trying to be hopeful that there is light at the end of the tunnel. And the people that you surround yourself with, there are some there are some associates in the past, and them bear bad news, Because I say, when you give them good news, them find out one negativity dropping in it, So I was deliberate and intentional about not surrounding myself with persons who don't align with where I'm going and with who I want to be. So, big up you, Kavel, and big up you, Pat. Pat is normally here. I never send out my notification tonight. But, always support him no matter what. And that's so important to have, a firm, solid, when we talk about people where you can say. Because some things are Pat and Sheldon, husband and wife, them Pat and Sheldon, I tell you, say, some things and information and just access that Pat give to us. It come like me can call Pat and say, Pat, send over your credit card, the front and the back, the car, come give me. And she not ask a question because she trusts who I am, and she knows if Zena call her and say this or something. They are just so supportive. I'm tell you about real support. They are so supportive. with them free with information, free with access, free with resources. You know, and this is a family that I know from Jamaican days, as in, you know, but and then we're all now in Canada. We got much closer being in Canada, but it is just amazing to see people who love you unconditionally. Come in and know if you know what that means, you know. It means no matter what the condition, no matter what the situation, they're gonna love you and support you unconditionally. Me call Pat and Sheldon and say, I need this information. Me need you to do this to me. Immediately. Like no question asked. Say things are nothing can good for me, do for them. Nothing, never. And Cavell, I'm so grateful that God aligned our paths, you know. Aligned our paths, and you know, I'm very thankful for that because you played a pivotal role today in my thought process, and I appreciate that because you know, I'm the two brain better than one, you know, and
Big up Cavell.
yeah, definitely. So two brain better than one. So I really appreciate your perspective today, and I really appreciate you finding a positive to add to my situation instead of living on the one negative. You know what I mean? So I even never 10 negative, you found a positive. But yeah, but big up everybody, big up Uno. Yeah, we're 11 and strong. Yeah. Whenever I watch what they show them where after the real life when the few soldiers them go take on a whole heap of a war there and win.
Jackson Rich, we think one and say one more.
No, that I would the doctor soldier. We keep saving one more. No man, the one where it's a group of them go man. But I never much of them. It's based on a true story. The point is, good night, mom. My mommy. So we have two moms, yeah? But my mommy, my biological mommy is here. Big up mommy. And my mother-in-law, she's not here tonight, but yeah. Big up mommy. Mommy, you come in and me go with. She's But yeah, the point is, 11 now over here with me in 11. Theodore not 11, you know. 11. 11 now over here with tonight, you know, but we don't need nothing. We don't need a big number over here. You can imagine when, hey, Cavell, we talk about the same thing. You can imagine when the 11 they become 11K. Can you talk to me again, the Cavell, if you go set a appointment? But anyways, I'm really appreciative of you guys. You know, thank you so much for being here when the journey is young. You know, I don't take it for granted. I don't take it for granted. I don't take it for granted at all. I really sincerely appreciate it because they call me. When I listen to me, if you know what, that man in the Iglas will say, me, we like about me. So well, I'm glad to somebody like her, you know. But yeah, you know, thank you guys for being here with me tonight, with us tonight, and definitely we will continue working. We will continue growing. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support on and offline. So we'll touch base. Me I go bathe and clean up and finish hobby so I can help him do, and then we'll call it a night. But Cavell will talk, you know, off the air. And pop me on if you're there. Normally the comments, so maybe you're not there. Big up yourself. We'll talk again as well. I'm gonna do a little thing tonight. I'm gonna research and do some little thing and have some homework and stuff to do. So I'm gonna get those things going. So good night, guys. I appreciate you. Bye bye.
Night.
See you next week.